In the midst of difficulty lies opportunity. The skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops without any fighting. He captures their cities without laying siege to them. He overthrows their kingdom without lengthy operations in the field. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. The wise warrior avoids the battle he cannot win. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To fight and conquer in all our battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. The general who wins the battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought. Hold out baits to entice the enemy, feign disorder and crush him. The art of war teaches us to rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him, not on the chance of his not attacking, but rather on the fact that we have made our position unassailable. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The opportunity to defeat the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. Move when it is advantageous, and create changes in the situation by dispersal and concentration of forces. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses. The art of war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is. Get at him as soon as you can. Strike him as hard as you can and keep moving on. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. There are not more than 5 primary colors, yet in combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. There are not more than 5 cardinal tastes, yet combinations of them yield more flavors than can ever be tasted. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Know yourself and know your enemy, and you shall not fear the outcome of 1,000 battles. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. All warfare is based on deception. The greatest general is not the one who wins 100 battles, but the one who defeats the enemy's plans without ever fighting. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. The wise warrior avoids the battle he cannot win. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. The greatest skill is to take the enemy's plans and use them against him. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom.